This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Tonight, it's the first of 4 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Eliezer Hernandez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really...
Into the box now, Ben Gamel. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Hey, let's rack him up.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle. He's got it. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
At the plate, Christian Yelich. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
As this is bounced toward short. Barnes. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Now at the plate, Clayton Barnes. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Kane is right there, 1 down.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very...
Stepping up to the plate, Orlando Arcia. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. This ball is hit on the ground towards short. Barnes scoops. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Settling in now, Clayton Barnes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. high and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there at short, as he'll hang on here to record the second out. Striding in once again, Manny Pena. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
0-1, here it comes. Line, but speared on a throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Clayton Barnes. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled away. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You can probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him.
Nice piece.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Garrett Cooper.
Nice and patient, one at a time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. Garcia fields it cleanly. A jumping catch at second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 8th inning coming up, and we still have no score. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Hey, we got one here. 2-2.
Slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. To second for 1, back to first, and he throws it away.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the goal.
So striding forward now, Clayton Barnes.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Miami down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 1 run on just...
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Miami Marlins. The Brewers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Adam Conley is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Now a move over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. We are still scoreless. Digging in now, Clayton Barnes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Number 23.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent and well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the 9th.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And it's fouled away.
Ah, big guy, stay hot up there.
Another full count pitch on its way. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. And that misses for ball 1. Barnes gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he popped him up. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Number 20.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch outside, the throw is in time. A caught stealing for Pena. Ready for another chance? Clayton Barnes. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, keep it going. Stay hot, huh?
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have...
In now is Lorenzo Cain. His career numbers with Adam Conley, batting at an even .400. Comes set with the 0-1. Grounded to short. Barnes is up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Digging in to try it again, Clayton Barnes.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Throw that down.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
Wait for a good one now.
Now the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Under it is Yelich, and there are two away now. So stepping in, Clayton Barnes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
All right, come on now. Let it fly.
Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Left side.
Hold on. Hold it right
A
there.
dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Oh, it's
way to go. You're here. You're here.
Did he get his double play? There's one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
Hey, now, we got two.
The Brewers down to their final strike.
2-2.
And a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on the second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Marlins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Yohan Lopez gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Brandon Woodruff was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Tyler Duffy hammers down the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm First opened back in 2012.
And
We're
now,
live inside the
your
cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Fernando Romero gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Now at the plate, Christian Yelich, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
One down, one down.
And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is in there. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early.
Digging in, Clayton Barnes. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
Come on, big dog, stay hot.
He's set. Here it comes. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on the attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder up, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here's the 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. It remains 1-0. Now to the plate, Clayton Barnes. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 23.
Pitch on the way. In there for strike one. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Hey, let it rip one time. Need you right here.
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
High and deep to right center. After it is Kane. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alec Bohm, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he popped
Down
him
the
up.
line, halfway.
Arcia has a play, 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Austin Dean, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Miami. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now in the box, Clayton Barnes. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
There you go, left fly.
Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
First baseman, Garrett Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Pitch inside the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Orlando Arcia.
0-2, here it is. Little left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Stepping into the box, Clayton Barnes. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Let's go.
Right up there now, huh?
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.